What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be talking all about engraved conversion stones. So, if you have been running Punisher Script and Steel Fortress quite a bit, you may have noticed that you've been accumulating these things called conversion stones. It's kind of like a currency. If you've been running a lot, you probably have a few hundred of these conversion stones already. If you haven't been doing the Punisher Script Steel Fortress yet, then you're probably like, oh, I didn't even know that those were dropping. But there is a currency called conversion stones that are dropping. So this conversion stone currency can actually be used in the crafting building to craft what's called engraved conversion stones, and it's basically like the grinds and gems for runes. That is the engraved conversion stones for the new artifacts. So we can take a look here. They actually changed this, right? If you go here, if you go all the way back here, new dungeon and artifact modified, because they took the 5 stars out, because it was back initially when they first released this. Now I lost my place. Initially, when they first released this, it was where you had to feed Nat 5s for legendary conversion stones. And then people were like, oh, wow, that's very whale. And Count was like, oh, let's, just kidding. We were just kidding about that. You don't have to feed Nat 5s. So you can craft a certain amount. You can craft 3 high crafting material for hero to legend grade conversion, engraved conversion stones. Why do they have to name them the same thing? The conversion stones and the engraved conversion stones. Whatever. Anyway, because one is the currency and the other one is the actual stones that you use. And then 7 times you can craft 7 using 3-star monsters. So for rare to hero level. It used to be a guaranteed legend, but you had to use a 5-star monster. But there's Nat 5, not like regular 5-star monster. Anyway, let's craft some of these and see what we get and see what may be useful for what different monsters, right? Another thing that I definitely want to point out and note, engraved conversion stone will be crafted at random depending on the type and attribute of the material monster. If you use a fire HP monster as material, either fire engraved conversion stone or HP engraved conversion stone will be crafted. So that means that the monsters that you use as food actually do matter. So, for example, if you are hunting over here for a conversion stone, let's go over here. If you're hunting for a conversion stone, I should probably craft those, shouldn't I? Hunting for a conversion stone, for example, for Lucian, right? You really want to you got an artifact for Lucian, you want a nice conversion stone for him. It would be best to use a monster like this, because then you are more likely, it's a wind attack type unit, you're more likely to get something that is going to be good for Lucian. So, because you're either going to get an attack or a wind conversion stone. So keep in mind that some of the things that you may not have been buying before from the Guild Magic Shop, like for example, some of these things like, oh, I don't know if I don't really want to buy those. I would recommend, as long as you have the mana, to buy all the 4 stars from the Guild Magic Shop, because you never know what you're going to want to use as food for these engraved conversion stones. So keep in mind that it does actually matter what you use here. Also, for example, like Fire Rakshasa would be great to use if you're hunting for something for Belager, for example, if you want to boost your damage in R5, or any other stat, for example, for Belager. It would be really good to use Fire Rakshasa because she's an attack type unit and she's a fire type unit. You're going to be more likely to get something where you're going to be getting things for Belager, right? So what I'm trying to say is that these are very valuable, and I would recommend crafting these every week. These ones only cost 7 3-stars, which is actually easier than you would think to get, especially if you farm some secret dungeons, especially if you're like, okay, I want a enchanted conversion stone. I have to remember that. All this new stuff to remember. And if you specifically want an enchanted conversion stone for a specific unit, try to find a secret dungeon that matches the unit that you're looking for some of the enchanted conversion stones for. The high crafting method, of course, is harder because 4 stars, right? Not everyone has just a plethora of 4 stars, but you can get stuff from the guild shop. Again, Yen, Sophia from guild shop if you're looking for Lucian pieces, or try to match whatever type and element of unit that you're trying to look for things for. And I would recommend holding off on these legendary summoning pieces. Just in general, these are bad return on investment. These are bad value because you're basically trading several handfuls of Nat 4s for a legendary scroll, which is most likely going to be Another nat 4. So it's actually really, it looks very enticing, but it's actually a really bad value return on investment. So I'd recommend using those 4 stars on these high crafting engraved conversion stones. Have I been saying enchanted conversion stones? Engraved conversion. I would recommend using those for those. Also, I don't think it's actually in here right now, just yet. Yeah, I don't think it's actually in here right now just yet. But there is a secret dungeon coming for this guy, Xiao Shun, which is a fire attack type unit. So you can use that for some engraved conversion stones. Have I really been saying enchanted conversion stones this the whole time? You can use that for engraved conversion stones for fire Nagamis, for Kalis, for Baligar, right? Fire attack type unit. There's a lot of really good fire attack type units. If you're looking for Zyra stuff, if you're looking for Perna stuff, right? There's a lot of good things that you can get from using those as materials. So you may want to hold off on these engraved. I'm not going to hold off, but you guys may want to hold off if you're specifically looking for stuff for your fire DPS units. You may want to hold off crafting some of these. So anyway, let's get it started. Let's do. I'm just gonna do whatever we have here. Not saying you guys should just do whatever you have. I'm saying like you may want to think specifically about a certain unit, but I'm just gonna use whatever we happen to have over here. We happen to have a Sophia, which we could use on Illusion. I don't think I need. Damage dealt on light plus 4 to 6%. This could be good for Punisher's Crypt, actually. Do we use any, like for a yen for Punisher's Crypt, right? Because it's a wind conversion stone, so damage dealt on light plus 4 to 6. That's not bad. That's not bad for that. Okay, let's take a look at this one. Let's see what we get here. Speed plus proportion to HP lost up to, and it's a fire. Speed plus proportion to HP lost up to 5 to 9%. Who would I want to use this on? I mean, this is not really necessarily bad for anyone. You could use it on a lot of different things. Speed plus proportion to lost HP up to 5 to 9%. You use it on Perna. You use it. That's just the first thing that comes to mind. Keep in mind, this may desync some units, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, it may desync. Like, if you have something specifically speed tuned to go a certain way. I mean, you could use it on plenty of fire units, but it's not really. It's not like bomb damage where it's like you only want it for like a couple things. It's pretty flexible. However, it also may desync things. So, I mean, you could use it for fire Nagami or whatever. Now let's take a look at what we get here. Skill 3. We got a few legends though. That's not bad. Skill 3 accuracy plus 7 to 9% for attack. So I'm already thinking Zyros. I'm like right off the bat because I know my Zyros does not have 100% accuracy. I would love to sit here and be like, oh no, Zyros is Violet Whale. Plus he has 100% crit rate. He has 100% accuracy. He has 100% everything. He's got 3,000 attack power. He's got 400 crit damage. Like that's not the case. So this would be beautiful. I'm probably gonna stick this honestly on Zyros. There's well, I mean that's not the only one because this is not. I mean it's not a fire like the other one. It's an attack conversion stone. So any DPS unit that has accuracy that needs accuracy for skill 3. So Poseidon, Zyros, who else? Lapis. Let me go through. Let me take an actual look at some of these different units. There's a lot. Oh, you know what? Soha. We got a Soha there. We have a Soha's attack type, right? Attack type. Don't go crazy about the runes on this. I don't even know how much. You know what? Water Chimera. There's a lot of stuff. Water Monkey. Yeah, there's a decent amount of stuff. Daphnis. Daphnis, yes. So there's a lot of stuff that can actually use that. So we actually got some pretty valuable ones there. Very nice. Let's do normal crafting method. Let's do. Oh man, I'm so excited to get rid of some of these 3 stars. I really am. Let's do a. I don't know what specifically I want to do though. I guess we'll use. I'm not looking for anything specific. I need everything for everything at this point. Skill 2 accuracy plus 3 to 9% for a defense monster. Varad. Skill 2 accuracy for a defense monster. Okay, let's do one of these. Let's see what we get. Defense increasing effect plus 2 to 6%. So I could stick this on a something for a copper bulldozer. Wait, this is a fire conversion stone bulldozer. Defense increasing effect. Yeah, bulldozer. That looks like a bulldozer thing. Let's take a look at what we have for. Ooh, do we have any? I'm gonna use this. No, should I use this? I'll use this one. No, I already have him built. Nice. Let's see if we can find something. No, Han is an HP. No, I was like, let's get something for Han. Defense increasing effect. Engraved attack conversion stone. This is not as useful because it's a defense increasing effect for an attack type unit. Usually you don't bring attack type units with defense buffs. So why did I should have just used this. Do we have any other HP tank dark units? I know, you're very upset. I already have 3 Joltons built. I don't mind sacrificing a Jolton. So, Grave Darkness Conversion Stone. Additional damage by 2 to 6% of defense. Dark defense units. I like the other ones better. I like the other ones better. Ah, man, who do I use that's a dark defense unit? Dark defense units? Challenge complete. Thank you. Dark defense. This guy. Actually, that would make sense on him. He's a defense unit. That would, yep, he's defense. He does also scale with HP. Because this recovery amount is proportionate to his max HP. I mean, this one, but I'm not using him. What else? I think for the most part, he's attack type. I don't have him. I was just trying to look at different things that may be viable. Let's go back here. Let's see what else. Let's just use. We're just gonna use whatever. We're gonna mix it up. Water tank. Do I need any water? Molong. Right. Let's see. Bomb. Bomb tank. Okay. I mean on like water joker because it's engraved water conversion stone. Extra bomb damage. Malacca, right? So Malacca and water joker. Let's do one of these. Damage dealt on dark. So that could be good for, it's a wind conversion stone, so it'd be good for a wind unit that you're using in Necropolis, for example. So like if you're using a Wind Twin for Necropolis, if you're using a Lucian in Necropolis, there you go. Extra damage output from Lucian, if it's specifically for Necropolis. Let's do, what else do we have? Dark defense. Oh my God. Did I really? Wait. Which unit did I stick in that was a dark defense unit? Oh, no. It just happened to be a defense property. Wasn't necessarily a dark defense unit. I know you guys are gonna get extra triggered if I start using some of these as food. Let's do a bulldozer for food. How's that? What do we have? Fire conversion stone, bomb damage. This is gonna be done. That's gonna be nothing. Okay, so we did all our conversion stones there. Let me craft the reappraisals for this week, and we'll go on to the next account. Now we are here on the Europe server account, and I was looking through the stores to try to find different things to craft some engraved conversion stones for. I'm gonna have to keep remembering that engraved conversion stones for, and I'm like, okay, what do I use all the time on this account? Artemil, Fran, things like that, right? So I'm like looking through stores to try to find some of these things, and I'm pulling out some defense units, light defense units to craft some of the defense ones. And then luckily I checked because he's actually not a defense type unit. He is a support type unit. So keep that in mind, and just make note of that, is to make sure if you're trying to craft something for the unit that you think you are, make sure it's the right type, because another thing is Perna is HP type unit. Perna is not an attack type unit. Even though Perna is a DPS unit, Perna is an HP type. So you may be crafting things for the unit that you think it's not actually for. So keep that in mind if you're crafting some of these. But another thing that I noticed is light support units, because I know not everyone has Artemil, but I know not every. Can we just say everyone has Fran? Can I just make that assumption that everyone has Fran at this point? Everyone should have Fran. If you're trying to craft stuff for Fran, there's really not too many units that are light support units. There's this one. Apparently, I've never summoned this one on this account. Light Fairy. There's also this one, but it's not like a secret dungeon unit. The other ones are easier to get, but that's not a secret dungeon unit. This one is actually a support unit. She's an attack unit. She has ignore defense, right? But she's actually a support because she has a, when she's awakened, she has a cleanse and HP distribution here. But she's really a DPS unit, but she's categorized as support. So if you're looking for Fran stuff, I think this is going to be your best option to try to find a Light Fairy secret dungeon. And then there's another... Who else is a light type support unit? I guess we could just go through and find. There's another one though. Yeah, there's really not that many light support units. There's this one, but he's not a secret dungeon. And then there's of course more Frans, but I wouldn't recommend going through and using those ancient coins for more Frans for that. And then everything else is like 4 stars, right? So I feel like this is the best option if you're looking for stuff for Fran, is light fairies, using those. Anyway, let's craft some. I already pulled some out of storage to craft. Did we do this? Yeah, we did this. Okay, cool. Oh, and yeah, these ones. I'm gonna use some Huahis for this. We already have a maxed out Huahi. We already have a maxed out Jasun. We don't have a maxed out Miang. I don't think we even have a Miang built on this account. So I know I use Miang on some other accounts, but not this one. So we're gonna use these for the high crafting method. So we have Engraved Fire Conversion Stone, attack increasing effect, +4 to 6. This would be great for something that you have on the Wind Rift Beast. This would be great for so many things. Wait, no. This would be great for Fire Nagamis, for dungeons. This is not the Quad Fire Nagami account, but still, anything that we use, like, for example, I mean, this is still a perna because it's a fire conversion, so it's not attack. So anything fire that you're going to be bringing in with an attack power buffer. So that's a lot of stuff. Really, that's a lot of stuff. Like Daphnis, like Perna, like Kali, Fire Nagamis, like everything. Engraved Fire Conversion Stone, damage dealt by counterattack for fire. Fire units that have counterattack. Off the top of my head, I'm trying to... Or that you could put counterattack on even. I know there are some, but I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. I'm like Fire Warbear, right? Engraved attack conversion. So this is not for fire units. This is for attack type units. Speed increasing effect for attack type units. So any attack type unit that you do speed buff with. So you could again put this on the put it on Kali, or put on another attack type unit that you have with Kali, because attack type unit speed increasing effect, or a unit that, for example, like a DPS unit that you bring in with Vigor, because Vigor has a speed increasing effect. So it's just going to amplify that speed increasing effect. So yeah, any attack type unit that you bring in with Vigor. And a lot of times I'll use, like, for example, for the Cliff of Tough Beastmen. Oh, I said it right that time. For the Cliff of Tough Beastmen, I will use a Vigor and Perna together. So I can still stick this on Perna for that, and it'll still be nice. What else do I use? Do I use with those? I don't know. Anyway, let's craft some more of these. And I took some of these out because I was looking for... This is support type, right? It's not. Actually, I don't think that's even the one that I took out for that. I took these because I have a couple water HP types that I need to... Wait a second. Let's just check again. Let's check and make sure that all of this stuff is... I know these are HP types. Are these HP? Yeah, these are HP types. And these are fire attack types. So let's do conversions for those. Let's see what we get. Yeah, because the water... I mean, we could use Elucia, because Elucia still needs damage received from Dark. For water units, damage received. This would be good for Twins for Necropolis. Damage received from Dark, -3 to 9%. That's not bad. For Twins for Necropolis, that's the first thing that says to me. It's not for water HP, it's just for water. Engraved Water Conversion Stone, damage dealt on fire, +2 to 6%. Water unit, damage dealt on fire. Makes a lot of sense. A lot of stuff for the Fire Rift Beast, your water DPS units for the Fire Rift Beast. This would be great for. This would also be. This makes just a lot of sense actually for this one specifically. Any water units that you're using in Dragon's B10. Again, twins will be nice. Water Chimera if you're using the Water Chimera. Sigmaris, Chilling, right? What else do we have here? Engraved Water Conversion Stone. HP when revived. Water HP when revived. So the first thing that comes to mind here is the water with the thing that we just fed, Water Warbear, because he revives and he has more HP when he's revived. Water Joker, Samoth. Those are the things that just pop into my head first. Let's do another one of these. Engraved Water Conversion, so additional damage by 0.1 to 0.5% of HP. I have to actually get back to you on how much damage this actually does. So I'm trying to think. It doesn't seem like very much damage. But yeah, I don't get that excited about those. But I'm going to have to actually do the math on those because it seems like one of those kind of dud stats. But let me get back to you on that because I didn't actually see the numbers for that. So let's do one of these. I mean, that could be for like anything, but I don't think it actually does that much damage. Skill 3 recovery for an attack type unit. So we're looking for an attack type unit that does skill 3 recovery. I don't know that this necessarily works with passives though. Because the first thing that I'm thinking is like how many fire type units, fire attack type units. Wait. Let me take a look at that again. Yeah, it's not fire attack, it's any attack type unit with skill 3 recovery. Attack type unit with skill 3 recovery. Like the first thing I'm thinking of is this, but I don't think that this, I don't know that this counts. I don't know if this counts or doesn't count because Comptos wasn't very clear on if some of these things count or doesn't. I'm gonna have to go through and take a look. I wish they would clarify a little bit more. Things like, does this work with a passive or not? Because again, it just came out a couple days ago. I haven't had a chance to test some of these things out to see if they actually work firsthand. I haven't heard anything about anyone saying that they work with passives, but maybe they do, maybe they don't. Again, I always want to double check things before I actually say what they are and what they aren't, instead of just like saying, oh, this will definitely work and then being wrong. I would rather not do that. Bomb damage for water. No, not water. I'm sorry. Attack conversion stone. I'm like, we used the water on this? Wait a second. It's blue. It's not water. It's attack conversion. It's just rare. Attack conversion stone. Bomb damage. For Ciara, right? Ciara's attack type. Now I'm questioning everything. I'm questioning my entire life. Ciara's an attack type unit. Yeah, Ciara's attack type unit. It makes sense that she would be an attack type unit, but now I feel like I just have to question everything now. Everything I thought, forget everything you think you know about mobile gaming, because half the units aren't the right type that you think they should be. So let's take a look at this. Defense plus proportion to lost HP for attack type unit. Defense plus proportion to lost HP. I would rather for an attack type unit, it to be attack plus proportion to lost HP. That's what I don't get that excited for defense plus. Maybe for a Trevor to make him even more tankier, because that's the first thing. That's the thing that comes to my mind when I look at that. But yeah, defense plus. I wish it was attack plus, because I think attack plus would be really cool for some things that get hit a decent amount. Okay, let's. Do we have any summons while we're here? No, we have no summons. So pleb. All right, let's go to China. I think we're doing next. Now we're here on the China server. So some of the things that I wanted to craft some of these engraved conversion stones for. Let me take a look at the things that I pulled out of storage. These guys. So they're wind HP units, which would be nice for. Let me do a different channel. Wind HP units would be nice for Diana, right? So we can get some stuff for Diana. Let's see what else we took out of the storage. Oh my god. You guys, I know you guys hear that. We used the quadruple fire Nagamis on here, and Kale, and Vertiheel, and Yeah, so that's why we're doing some fire attack type units. Let's start off with one of these. Wow, crazy thunderstorms. It's like every day. Speed increasing effect plus 7 to 9. This could be potentially desync things though. So I'm a little cautious with some of those. But that's nice for any fire. Wait, was that fire? Yeah, that was fire, right? Fire attack? I mean, fire speed increasing effect. No, that was not. That was attack. Attack speed increasing effect. So speed increasing effect on any unit that we put, any attack type unit that goes with that's still, you know, that still works for the Kali and Fire Nagamis, whatever. Either way, it still works for Kali and Fire Nagamis. But I was just thinking about like different other stuff that we use with, like basically you want to put that on an attack type unit that you pair with a speed buff. So anytime you're like, if you're using Vigor, if you're using Kali, because Kali does the speed buff too. But potentially made desync things. So I don't think we have a whole lot of these. Because I didn't actually want to use these, just happened to be out. I didn't actually want to use these because I wanted to use those for other stuff. Because they're actually, some of those units are good skill ups right now. So let's do some of these. Again, mostly just for the Kali, Fire Nagamis, Vertiheal kind of stuff. Damage received from water, for fire, damage received from water, -5 to 9%. So this looks like this would actually not be for a fire DPS unit, not be for like the Fire Nagamis, because we're not going to be fighting, like we're not going to be doing giant speed 10 with those. So damage received from water. This looks like I would want to use this for something for arena defense, like a fire threat for arena defense. Like a Perna or a Rakan or something like that. That's or like a Kumar, some kind of fire tank. That's kind of where I see that for, or like Guild Wars, right? So let's do one of these. Again, mostly just looking for stuff for the Fire Nagami team. HP and revived for attack type unit. We have a Perna here. That's probably going to go on Perna. We have Perna here, right? I don't know. We have Pernas everywhere. Pernas everywhere. So good. I have no complaints about Pernas everywhere. Then receive under inability effect, -1 to 5%. I don't think that I'm really going to use too much of this because I'm hoping for attack type units. A lot of times when I see this damage received under inability, I want to use this as Gani Hathor counters. I don't think that I have really the units that I would prefer to put that on this account. I feel like I would like that on like a Juno or a Rakuni or something like that. Damage received from light -3 to 9%. This could of course be nice for anytime we're doing the Punisher script because the light thing. So this would make it more reliable to stick this on one. Instead of like some of those substats, man, are just nonsense. So we could stick that easily over a nonsense sub. Oh, we did everything. Cool. Crit damage received -1 to 5 for attack type. So this is pretty, you could use this in a lot of places. Crit damage received. Anytime you're going to be, you put an attack type unit that takes a little bit of damage. This is pretty flexible for this one. Not any specific unit that I'm like, oh, put this on this thing. You can stick that on a lot of different units. Do we have any more? We don't have, yeah, we don't have any more of those. Okay, let's go on to the Asia server, but Asia server has a little bit of a little extra something here. Now we're here on the Asia server account, and some of the monsters that I like to use on Asia server that I'm going to try to get some engraved conversion stones for are, for example, Tyron. Where's Tyron? Tyron, fast control units. Tyron, Okeanos. Barbara's kind of a work in progress, but like Tyron, Okeanos, Ciara. I love to use those units here. So we're going to be looking for things for Tyron, Okeanos, Ciara, maybe some other stuff. I took some stuff already out of storage based on what we had that was able to be fed, because I don't want to like feed things that I may want later, right? So I'm like looking through storage. I'm like, yeah, some of these may be good. Like for example, Tyron is an attack type unit, but I may want some more of these water assassins later for something. I don't want to just blow all my water assassins and like the light assassins like, I got a buff. And I'm like, oh, I would love to use that on, oh, never mind. Never mind, I can't use that, okay. Because I fed all my assassins, right. So I want to like try to get things that are, use things that are kind of easier to get from, for example, the guild magic shop over here. Boom, boom, like for example, these girls are, They're actually pretty good in the Rift Beasts, leader skills, and they're pretty good in their respective Rift Beasts. But I don't mind using those for food. Using those for not food, but using those to craft these engraved conversion stones, or also legendary summoning pieces. But again, I would hold off on the legendary summoning pieces. Not great value, just overall. And these ones are more important to do right now. So anyway, we have some. Let's do the normals first, and then we have another special thing that I want to do after this. We don't have that. Oh my God, we weren't farming that much on here. Rip the dream. All right. Well, anyway, let me go through at least and explain why I picked some of the units that I did. So Tyrant is a water attack type unit. Water attack, water attack, water attack. Wind attack for CR. Wind attack for CR. Wind attack for CR. Wind attack for CR. That's basically the reasons that I was choosing those units. Even though we can't really craft anything. Lols. Let's do at least one. And then the 3 stars. Engraved wind conversion stone, damage dealt on dark. A wind unit for Necropolis, so like a Lucian. Yeah, that's basically yeah, that's basically the thing that I see for that. And then this one I just chose again, water attack, easy get from guild shop. So that's why I chose that. This is wind attack, of course, for Ciara. So this is for Tyrant for Ciara. And I don't think that I intended to. Did I intend to take? Is he a fire? Technically an attack type unit. I think Shimate is technically not Shimate. Beretta is technically an attack type unit. Yeah, fire attack. And Okinos is a fire attack type unit. So I was thinking that for Okinos. But we don't have the quadruple crazy fire Nagami team on this account. We only because lots of different accounts. I know sometimes people get confused. They're like, use that thing. I know you have it. I saw you use it. I'm like, that's a different account. They're like, how many accounts do you have? Like 3? I'm like, 7? 7. Just in Summoner's War, not including other games. They're like, you are a crazy person. Yeah, I know I'm a crazy person. I'm not gonna deny it. We have to actually. What was I doing on this game? Oh, I was farming dragons. Dragons B12 on this account. More so than, yeah, I wasn't really farming this deal. Now that I think about it, I wasn't really farming these things. I know we beat them, but I wasn't really actually farming these. I was just trying to do a, this is the one I was trying to tweak with different Dragons B12 stuff. This is a very reliable team. I was just farming a bunch of this. Anyway, but we do really need to go to the, we do need to do the artifact dungeons. I just wasn't doing enough of those. Also, I was kind of working on this the past couple days as well. So, we actually get Transcendent Scroll. A little extra bonus for the end of the video. So let's see what we actually get here. Oh my God. What would be great on this account? We're done talking about enchanted conversion stones. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's it for this one. And now we're just gonna summon whatever we got. I think Vanessa would be great for here. Velager will be great here. What else? What else? I wouldn't mind if, oh, Savannah would be great here. Bastet. I think Bastet would be the number 1. Samoth. I think Bastet is actually number 1 here. Bulwark would be cool to get a Bulwark. Again, Savannah. Like Maron would be great. Tiana would be pretty cool here. Yeah. Savannah, yeah. Okay. I know we're not going to get any of those, but those are the things that we're kind of hoping for. It's the last... It's not technically the last Transcendence. I shouldn't have done that. I get so trigger happy. I just like to collect all this stuff. I should have let. It's more efficient to let the energy refill and use those one at a time. But anyway, I don't remember what I was saying. The last of the normal accounts for Transcendence, because we already did the main, we already did the Europe, we already did the China. So this is the last one. Please be something usable. Please be something good. Please don't be like, oh, it's gonna be a dupe. I know. Oh no. Please don't be a dupe. That's new, at least. That's new. It may not be the one that we specifically wanted, but it's new and we can definitely use it. I'm not going to complain about the new thing. Even if it's not one of the ones I specifically wanted, I'm not going to complain about that. Very nice. Very nice. I don't know what specifically we're looking for from there. Probably a Bastet, actually. That's probably what we're looking for from there. Anyway, I'm going to go farm some more Punisher's Crypt and Steel Fortress. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Maybe it helped. I think maybe it possibly did help some people that didn't know, like, elements make a difference in the food that you use makes a difference, right? Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. That's for this one, and I will see you as always in the next one.